10 albums from G-Unit that never came out. Let's start off with the general himself, 50 Cent. At the time 50 planned to release album Black Magic, the album was completed and was expected in early 2012. The album is as different as any album that 50 Cent has ever recorded, and he spoke to the media often about its upcoming release. Well, here we are a full 10 years later, and we guess technically it's still an upcoming release. Tony Yayo did actually have a second solo album lined up. It was originally planned for 2008, although when 2008 came and went, there was subsequently a 2009 release date and then a 2010 one. Although he was the lowest selling artist out of the group, Yayo still tried hard to release a second album. The album was titled a few different things over the years, but in the end Yayo settled on 50's tax write-off, trolling fans who said that's all he was worth to the record label. MOP is loved by rap fans all over the globe. Their hardcore gritty style fit perfectly with the old G-Unit material. The two signed to G-Unit, did all the promotional rounds, did some recording, showed up to all the important videos, and unfortunately that was it. There was no album ever to be released. And to this day, fans still ask them what happened to their G-Unit album. So, what did happen exactly? The duo says that at the time the label had their hands completely full with all the other acts that were signed to the label before them. Olivia was going to be G-Unit's version of Beyoncé and Ashanti. Both were amazing singers and had sold millions and millions of albums. That's exactly what 50 Cent had planned to do with Olivia. And for those of you that forgot about Olivia, Olivia was an extremely talented singer who originally had a record deal with Clive Davis. After a few years of having Olivia doing hooks and looking pretty in videos, 50 Cent was ready for the big push in 2005. The album was completed, and G-Unit had recorded a first video and released the single So Sexy. And that was that. No album came even though a full album was finished and ready to go. Olivia has said over the years that the reason her G-Unit album was never released because the record label had no idea how to promote or market an R&B artist. Mase had decided in 2005 that he was done being a no-swearing clean rapper and was ready to go back to being hardcore. The fact that he was still a pastor is beside the fact. He even started using his OG name Murda Mase. Mase never officially signed with G-Unit because Diddy would not release him from his contract, even though 50 Cent was ready to cough up a good amount for it. That didn't stop Murda Mase from releasing a G-Unit mixtape with DJ Who Kid and showing up in a bunch of G-Unit affiliated videos. LL Cool J left Def Jam Records after years and years, almost 20 to be exact, because he was tired of the lack of promotion from new CEO Jay-Z. LL Cool J also felt slighted the Def Jam picked Jay-Z over him to be CEO after 20 years of loyalty. LL joined G-Unit in 2006, and was a little angry at everything and ready to return to the Mama Said Knock You Out LL, not the Hey Lover LL. Some rap fans loved the move that LL Cool J linked up with 50 Cent and G-Unit, while others hated it. Either way it didn't matter, because an album never got released. Trick 50 Cent has always had an eye open for new talent, and was very impressed with the Detroit MC. Add to that a strong relationship with Eminem, and all that was left to do, was to sign a deal. All this was going down in the winter of 2007. Trick had even started to record with some G-Unit members during the finalization of his deal. In the end though, the deal fell apart at the last moment. Lee Sunshine was the R&B singer on Lil Flip's biggest single Sunshine from 2004. Flip was trying to sign Lee to his own record label but had too many legal issues, which led to her becoming an industry free agent. After linking up with Hot Rod for a track on his album, 50 signed her to the label. Olivia had just left and 50 Cent was still trying to break into R&B. Well, we all know this one ends. Lee never got an album out and left the label on her own after years of not being released. DPG Unit, the G-Unit supergroup that was, oh, so close to happening. Following the success of 50 Cent's PIMP single in 2003, 50 Cent and Snoop decided they should just form a supergroup, make a hit album and go on tour. Snoop Dogg was already discussing a worldwide tour for the group before they did any recording. The group, which consisted of 50 Cent, Lloyd Banks, Young Buck, Snoop Doggy Dogg, Superfly and Daz Dillinger, completed about 10 tracks which have never been released or leaked anywhere. There is definitely someone, somewhere that has access to the vault that these songs are in. Please find them and leak them.